Good morning. Hope you guys had a good weekend. It's a fun, interesting Friday. I really enjoyed that on Friday. Gonna do more of that. I gotta figure out how to get. I gotta figure out how to get myself in that zone more, where I can do like 2-3 lives a day, because I can get so much work done if I do that, and I like getting a lot of work done. What was I gonna say? I can't remember. Well, got an exciting morning. I'm gonna give it about 2 or 3 minutes before I show you the new things. I'm so excited. We're just going to this morning. We're gonna finish up the Black Reserve note. We're just almost just a little bit more work we got to do on it, and we'll be finished. I didn't save some of the work, and I got to redo the back design, blah blah blah, stuff like that. But yeah, so let's do it. And then I'm probably about 5 minutes away from finishing this back design. And once we do that, I'll show you the new things, which I'm excited about. So at this point, I'm just going back through and doing the lighter layer on the back design. Just doing a little bit lighter of an area so the design pops a little bit more on that slate background. I did have a good weekend. It was beautiful. The weather was beautiful here where I'm at. I got to go to the park with the I can't have that loud just yet. Let me see here. Went to the park with my girls. Got to hang out with them. Got some family coming in this week. Excited about that. It was a good weekend. You know what? I can do the symmetry. Let me go back. Ooh. See, let's turn on symmetry. Yeah, we had a lot of flooding. A lot of flooding where I live. I can't do symmetry on that part because it's not symmetrical. Okay. I think I'm gonna make the. I think I'm gonna make the bald eagle's head lighter as well. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. I can't wait any longer. I got to show you guys the new stuff. I don't think you guys are ready for this, actually. How dirty my screen is. Okay. So. So I just got these in the mail, my friends. I'm going to zoom into my face because it's going to have the best view. Is it too dark? Is it not? Okay. All right. Look at that. Look at those bad boys. No. Let me show the sides. How awesome is that? It gets better. It gets better. Oh, I just dropped one. Look at that. Listen, you can hear the magnetic close. There's the Fiddle 52. You get the gold certificate. I just dropped on the ground. It's so awesome. We did that. We did that together. The only problem is this. For some reason, it's a little too small depth-wise. And it doesn't quite close properly when I put one of the decks in. But that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. We can get that fixed. It's going to take a little bit longer, but that's okay. Just because we want to get these right. Boy, they look good. Here, I'll get a deck right quick. Now I don't have a new Fiddle 52 deck here at the house, but this Robin Hood tuck case is the same thing. Perfect fit, height and width wise, but you can see there. You can see it's just a little too, well, if I can get to focus. Here, let me get this other camera. See that it's just, come on, focus. Don't focus on my hands. There we go. Just a little bit too, see right there? It's about a millimeter too tall. It won't close. So, but that's all right. Other than that, they're perfect. They're exactly what I wanted and exactly what I was expecting. And always getting what you expected is good. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. When you do, one thing that I know I did this last week, but I guess it's one of the things that I lost. I need to put the all-seeing eye in the middle, because that's one thing that makes the Black Reserve note back design different. Where I got it. Come on, brain. Let's catch up. Fiddle 52. Reserve note. That's going to be in one of my tuck case files. I remember this one being the one that got all that extra Bush League stuff on. Yeah, look at all that. Look at this. What is this? Sometimes if there's any like a little trick that I learned years ago is if there's ever anything that's like rogue that I can't necessarily see. Let me see. If I'm trying to clean something up, it may look correct to the eye like this, or I can't see anything off. But a little trick that I learned a long time ago is if I put a stroke onto it. If I put a stroke onto it, it shows you how bad it is. So you can kind of see all the areas that are up here and all this that's green. That's just like extra stuff that's on that layer. And I can go in and erase that green, and that will kind of like correct. Well, not really correct it. It'll clean it up. I can do that as well. It looks like this is just like junk. So what I can do from here, I'm going to take the stroke off. And you can kind of see it. You can kind of see right here where it's not. I don't know if you can see that or not, but right in here, you can see if I erase it, you can see that the line. It just means that this wasn't very neatly made. It was definitely amateur hour when I did this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to put it in grayscale. And then I'm going to adjust the levels. And this is going to this is going to weed out all of that extra stuff. So now I can hit the gray channel. Now I should have a clean, if I take this, come back over here. I can show you the difference. If I put these on the same layer and then put the stroke back on them. See how much cleaner? See how much cleaner the one on the right is? Like this one, you got all this opaque green junk in here. You got these dotted lines. It looks like I saved the template inside that layer. I've got this stuff over here. But now, this one's nice and clean. You don't have any of this, you don't have any of that rogue stuff, which is going to help. So I can take that, delete it. Center that up. Now I can put this here, right about there. All right, so I'm going to take this. Select the outside of this. Well, what I want to do is duplicate it first. Select on the outside of this, inverse selection, modify, contract 2 pixels. Let's mask that out, and then mask out this. We'll go back in here. Actually, I'll go ahead and delete this, apply. Yes, I'll give you guys a heads up on that release, that commission deck release in April. It's actually printing this week at the United States Playing Card Company. No, it's already printed. It's on the finishing schedule this week. That looks really good. I like that. I probably should have duplicated it over, but yeah, it looks really good. Something else I'm excited about for the month of April is that we are finally kind of relaunching, officially launching our King's Wild Coffee. Oh yeah. And we're going to make it to where if you want to get it as part of your subscription, you will be able to. Okay. Now, I have a few ideas. I'm going to go ahead and save this. So originally the Black Reserve note, yes, I've Chris O'Neill, my friend, I have already made a coffee themed deck, my friend. No worries there. I have already designed one and am finished. So the original Black Reserve note was, here, I'll show you. Let's see here, Reserve note. So this was the original Black Reserve note back design. You had, it was a black background with a light, just a barely light gray design that was reversed out. And then you had the red all-seeing eye in red metallic ink. This, I think this is a great example of how this back design is a great example of how you can never trust what you see on a computer screen. You can never trust what you see on a computer screen to be what it's going to be like when it actually prints. Because while this looks okay now, and granted, 8 years down the road, looking back on this, I think this is I think the White Reserve note, this design here, the White Reserve note back design was good. I think it was a strong back design. But this one, where I just take the artwork, reverse it, make it black. Looking back on it, I think this is a pretty weak back design. But it's weak from a design standpoint, but most importantly, 95%, it's weak because when this went to print, this basically, it basically turned out like this. You could barely see the back design, and then the red metallic ink because it wasn't trapped. And what trapped means is where it's trapped means it would have printed on white background instead of black. Because the red metallic ink printed on top of the black, metallic ink is not very opaque, and so it turned out like this, where you could barely see. Suji, my name's Jackson, not David. If you're talking to me, or are you talking to somebody that did a cut? Oh, you're talking to David. Okay, I got you. I was like, David, how long did it take you to do the legal tender? I'm still waiting for mine. Did I buy one of those? Didn't I ask to buy one of those? I can't remember. I want to buy one. So this is what it actually really turned out to be like. Real dark, barely see it. Not any good. And when you look at this one, like this seems really light. This seems really light, but when we end up printing this, it'll be darker than this for sure. And now it won't be completely black, but it's gonna be a lot darker. But one thing that I'm doing, instead of just making the eye white, what I'm thinking about doing is adding some new red elements into this. And I'm just gonna try some stuff out and see how it goes. And the red will be foil. Oh, C-Dub. C-Dub, C-Dub, you missed it. You're definitely going to have to go back and watch the first part of this one. I'll go ahead and show you. I'll just give you a little taste of what you missed. Oh, yeah. Oops. Sorry, I didn't change the camera over. I apologize for that. Did I not do that a while ago? Magnetic closure. It is magnetic. fit and finish is great. I think I may auction these prototypes off this Friday for the crew. I think we're gonna start doing a crew auction every Friday. It's a lot of fun. The crew likes it, obviously. Yeah, this week you can. Yeah, this week I'm going to do I think we're going to start doing those crew auctions every Friday. Well, maybe not every Friday, but I'm probably going to do these prototype boxes this Friday. We might do a raffle. I know that some people, we've had some really good comments about doing a raffle style giveaway. That way, the price, the price of the thing is not so high because of the bidding. And also so that, people that may not be able to afford big ticket items can, maybe afford $5-10 raffle ticket or something. And a chance to get it, snag something like that. I'm just gonna need to do some research. I don't know anything about. I don't know if there's any kind of like raffle software or raffle website stuff you can do that makes raffling easier. See, I already like that a lot. Look at that. I think that's really nice. I think that just having that little bit on there is a nice. This part should be red. Just for the little point. Yes, we will have a set time. We will have a set time for the auction. And we'll probably do it live on. I don't know if we'll do it live on Instagram or YouTube. I'm not sure. Just YouTube's a little bit easier to screen better resolution stuff. I don't think that point is. I don't think that's right. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, I think that's it. I really like that. I think it's good. I'm just gonna leave it alone because usually when my gut feeling, usually my gut feeling is right. 9 times out of 10, I'd probably say 99 times out of 100. Well, that's the same percentage. No, it's not. It's better. 99 times out of 100, my gut is right or has been right in the past with this kind of stuff. And I feel like that red is just enough the way it is, and I'm just going to leave it alone. No. See here, I thought the stripes on the flag as well. The problem with the stripes on the flag is it makes you want to do the blue part blue. Now, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to go back on my word here. I may do this. Let me see what this looks like. Doing a little border. See, my gut tells me this is right. Let's go ahead and do it and see how it works out. Yeah, if I just do the stripes on the flag, people are so used, well, at least people in the United States are so used to seeing the American flag and the color scheme and everything. This is just my reasoning is that it'll look off if you don't see the blue with it. Yeah. Yep. That little pop on the edge is good. Okay, let me save this. Now, let me put all this in a layer. Okay. All right, let me see here. I need to make sure. All right, let's make our opaque white layer. First thing I need to do is take this. Let's merge these two. Take this. Delete it from that and delete it from this. So this and this need to be knocked out of the background. So there's our opaque white layer. The bottom. Opaque white layer. We've got a slate layer, which needs to be cut out. Wait a minute. I don't think so. Okay, we got our opaque white layer, our slate layer. Okay, I need to knock this out of the slate layer. I need to knock the red out of the slate layer. Trying to get my mind around it here. Do I need to do that? All right, I think that's it. Okay. All right, so just to be sure, I'm gonna make this silver foil see-through. Okay. We got our red layer. So this and this layer need to be merged. This layer can be junked. Okay, everything that's pink is going to be the silver foil. Yeah, I think that's good. So I can merge those. Okay, CYK. Save. All right, I'm just going to go through all the files to make sure that they are finished. The only thing I got some rogue stuff in here I gotta fix. Thinking about still printing this kind of white lighter layer over the foil. So the lighter slate areas will still have a metallic sheen to them. See what that looks like. I need to redo that white layer. Okay, so this. And this. Okay. Okay. So that's what it looked like. Yep. That's what we're going to do. Save. All right. We got our back design. All right. Now, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with these seals, because the seals don't work as well on the darker background, mainly because the value of the red is so very close to the value of the background. Well, I determine my cardstock based. While handling is very important to me, handling is not the number one. It's not the number one bullet point on when I'm deciding a paper stock. While most of the time they kind of go hand in hand, the number one deciding factor when it comes to cardstock is how well it takes ink and the print quality. And then after how well it takes ink and the print quality, then second is the like the handling ability and the feel. And the handling is not so much because, well, it really is. Handling and feel are very subjective, because some people like really thin stock and some people like really thick stock. I prefer thick stock, but that's the handling, and the thickness is very subjective depending on who's wanting. B9 is Cartamunde's stock. And little do most people know, but the B9 cardstock that everybody likes, they don't even have anymore, because the paper factory that made the paper that they used for the B9 stock went out of business during COVID. And somebody in the States, before the factory went out of business, somebody in the States purchased all of the paper from that paper factory that was left. Had the amazing foresight to purchase all of that paper, that same paper that Cartamunde uses for B9, and ship it in a container to their printing facility. That was me. I bought all that paper before they went out of business, the factory, because that's the same paper that I printed like legal tender and stuff on. And the funny thing is that I really don't even use that paper much anymore, because I like this with the foil lamination and everything. I like this. It's it's not as thick as legal tender, but it's not as thin as, say, the new Table Players. It's actually the new Table Players. It's the new Table Players stock, but once you put the foil on it, it makes the card much thicker. So it's kind of an in-between. All right, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this red seal. I just know that when this gets printed, this red seal will basically look black and look real muddy. Because not only will it get darker when it's printed, it'll also get darker, and on top of that, it will I don't know. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking it and making it where it's just silver foil. And then what I might do is come back in and add red elements to certain areas. So I'm just going to try that with this card. I can't do this just yet. Look here. I'm just trying to think about some stuff, people. I'm having to think through some technical stuff of how I'm going to solve this. Okay. If I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to make. I don't know what I'm going to do. Let me see here. All right, so what you're looking at is this needs to be, what is this? Okay, what you're looking at is everything that is pink. Everything that is pink will be silver foil. And then that means that Franklin himself is not foil. We don't want that, but we want him to be lighter. I think that's going to be where it's going to be. Let's play some. What's that girl's name? What was her name that we liked? Let's see. Bonnie Grace. She's awesome. I can't overlap foil colors. I can do that. That's fine. But these cards are what I learned from the Sherlock Holmes deck was, and also the Fatal 52. This line work is so detailed that when it's printed on top of foil, it has a tendency to make it look all muddy and black. And so that's what we don't want to do. And I don't want to add in another layer of complexity by adding multiple colors of foil with the line work. And also, I'm really not having. I may end up. Excuse me. I probably will end up adding some red foil into this, like these black bars. I may make those red, but I want to make sure I get this part correct first. So let's do the queen right quick, and just see if our idea multiplies over. What's up, Griff? What's up, Griffin? I do think that the letters, I think that the indexes are going to need some kind of shadow or knockout to make them more visible. All right, let me do this jack right quick. All right, so let's take this and this. All right, I think that's going to be it. All right. Now, let me see what I'm going to do for the... Let me just go ahead and do this for the other ones right quick while I'm thinking about it. Especially for this, I'm going to have to figure out something to do. What I may do for the indexes for the reds is make that silver foil. So instead of red, it'll be... Yeah, we'll just have to see. There are some issues we got to figure out for sure. Take this and this. Okay. Seals. Just go ahead and merge these. First off, this needs to be white. And on overlay. just so I can be saying some words. I'm gonna talk with Griffin right quick. I was wiring up some of the Alberta spruce trees, bonsai trees, bonsai. I was wiring up some of the Alberta spruce trees that I got. It was super fun. However, when I started doing some reading online, and I was reading where they say not to make sure that you don't wire the needles down, and I was like, well, I had such a hard time, and I wired it before I read that, and I'm wondering if I have to go back now and rewire the tree, and make sure that that I'm not wiring the pine needles down, which is going to be a pain. But I don't want to do something and then 2 years later it not work. I wonder if you knew anything about that, Mr. Kessler. Good. Clubs. Okay, seals. You're saying complex words now, Griffin. I don't know what you're talking about. The growth nodes. I don't know that much about it yet. I mean, I can tell the difference between like a needle and the little buds. Okay. I think that's going to be I'm feeling good about that. I'm going to go back to the King of Spades. And I need to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to handle the indices. First thing I need to do is I need to pull the indices off. What is this layer? Alright, we need to get rid of this layer. Okay. Where did I put that? Right there. All right. So what I think I'm going to do is I think what I'm going to do is take the black and do a silver foil stroke around it. Let's just simulate that. Let's go white. I don't like that. Let's go 10. And my thinking is I can do the silver foil around the black, and then the red can be a black outline with the silver foil knockout. I don't know. Then we won't have any red in the indices, which might cause problems. What I can do is, what I might do is, let's see what happens if I do this. I still could do them red. I could still do them black. Let me see. Let me try. Let me try an outer glow. Kind of a reverse of a drop shadow. Do it. And that would show up. It's definitely better with the outer glow. Let me try something. Let me see what I'm going to do on the reds. Now for the reds, I do think that I need to knock these out. So that'll be silver foil. And what I may do is put white on top of that. Yeah, let's do that. That'll make it even brighter, because I know if I just do silver foil, it'll be pretty dark in certain lights. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. So I need to take this. There's going to be people that are going to gripe that it's not red, but it not being red is better than you not being able to read it. I could probably do a drop shadow. All right, I think that's going to be it. Now I just got to remember what I did. Let me open the King of Hearts. Okay. I need to go back and fix this. right, we'll tackle the indexes in a little bit once we get finished with the court cards. Getting these two decks ready for print has been a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. Sometimes I think, oh, it'll just be easy. It'll knock it out pretty quick. No, not so much. That's all right, though. All right, we got that king done. Let's do this queen. So we're basically just going to throw a drop shadow on the king. Well, let me do the other heart. Let me do the diamonds right quick while I got the settings still saved. There's so many repetitive details in doing all this kind of thing that you gotta. This is when you gotta really pay attention, or things can go south, and you make a mistake. Okay. Got those done. Let's go back up to the spades. I can't remember what I was going to do. Yeah, the outer glow. I like this song. I'm gonna turn it up. Get ready. All right, what am I gonna do? Got to figure out for the indexes here. Start working on these. All right, so we know. So we know that we want to have this silver foil around the pips. So remember everything that's pink will be silver foil. I think we're just going to keep it simple. We're going to knock out the foil and then put the outer glow on the numbers. I'll come back to the Ace of Spades. Ooh, I got more work to do on that. If I can do this all at once. Let me see. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll get sloppy and mess something up. What seems to be the problem here? Yeah. Why is it not working? Y'all are being quiet. Ask me something. Ask me a question. Get me talking about something. deal is. Why is it doing that? Yeah, we're gonna have some kind of storefront in Cleveland. In our new building, yes. We is. Well, I'm not, without being a total jerk. You first Google box manufacturer, and then you can just go like luxury box manufacturer, this, that, and the other, that kind of thing. There's lots of people that do it. The people that are making those, my book boxes for me, the new ones, is MPC, Make Playing Cards, and they are killing it. They're making some good stuff for me. Make Playing Cards made the Tigers boxes, both Tigers match boxes. Now I put the sandpaper on them, but they've done a really good job. You just kind of Google. You just start doing some web searching, really. Heck yeah, Chris, you'll have to come and see us. You can come now. You can come now and see us. Just let us know and you can come by. We'll hook you up. People that come by the shop get hooked up. Let me just say that. I'm just going to say that. And if you're in North Georgia, you're already really close. Chickamauga, you're like 15 minutes. You're like 15 minutes from us. Well, you're not 15 minutes. You're like 45 minutes from us. Something really weird. I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, there's a really nice battlefield park there. We actually, when we lived in Chattanooga, in St. Elmo, we lived like, literally, we lived like 7 minutes from Chickamauga. I mean, we basically, when I lived in Chattanooga, I lived like basically a block from the border. Yeah, that park is huge. Yeah, I know where Calvary Chat is. We lived right there on St. Elmo Avenue. On 56th Street, you probably drove by it all the time. Okay. There's the blacks. Let's do the reds now. My favorite place to eat in Chattanooga? What is that? I'm trying to remember. Honestly, my favorite place is that hot dog place. Good Dog. Only probably because I didn't get out much. Because we moved here and then COVID happened, and then we never ate anywhere. And then we moved away from Chattanooga. I basically, the year that I lived in Chattanooga, it was basically all lockdown. What? All right, let's see here. Okay, so I select this, make it white. Here's my thing. C-Dub. I don't go out. I don't go out and eat barbecue. I don't eat barbecue and I don't eat steak when I go out. And here's the reasoning why. Because first of all, I'm from Texas, and so barbecue to me is beef, not pork. Now, I love pork barbecue, blah, blah, blah. Don't say, pork is barbecue, beef's not barbecue. Whatever, doesn't matter. To me, barbecue is beef, brisket, that kind of stuff. Pork is great. Smoke it on the grill, I love it. But I don't eat barbecue and I don't eat steak because I can cook really good barbecue and really good steak. And every time I go out, I am disappointed because mine's better. And so my wife is like, why do you keep, especially barbecue? Like if I get barbecue, especially beef barbecue in Tennessee, ugh, sucks. And my wife is like, why do you keep buying it? Why do you keep getting it? But my steak, man, my steak, bro. It's the best piece of food ever. I haven't had the chicken salad from Jenkins, but I will have to try that because I really like chicken salad. No, my steak, I got the steak cooking down to a science, man. I think that's at 75%. Let's see here. Let me check this Jack of Hearts. That's 70%. This needs to be 70%. This is acting weird. My Photoshop is acting weird. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Bro, I don't grill my steak, man. I don't grill it. I don't grill my steak, man. I don't grill it. I smoke it. I smoke it with mesquite for about an hour and 15 minutes at about just under 200 degrees. And I'll smoke it until the internal temperature of the steak is about 135. And then when it hits 135, I have prepped a cast iron skillet, smoking hot, and with Kerrygold with the Kerrygold salt, grass-fed, salted Kerrygold butter, prepared and sizzling in that cast iron skillet, and then I sear it. Ugh, it is the best ever. It's got a smoke ring. It's nice and pink inside. Ugh, whew, so good, so good. Where's my music? Man, I love chicken dumplings. My wife doesn't like chicken dumplings. And I don't know why. I love chicken dumplings. Why on earth would you not make a new layer when I've got a selection? Heck yeah. Send all the snacks you want. What is the deal? I'm saving this and starting Photoshop over. It looks like the new layer button is just selected. I don't know what the deal is going on. I mean, I guess, yeah, we take packages. I mean, did you send it to the office? As long as we're there, we'll take packages, I'm guessing. All right, let's see here. I'm going to close this. I'm going to just save this again, just to be sure. Takes forever to save. Let's try this again. course, now it doesn't even want to open Photoshop. Okay, let's see if this thing's fixed. Seems to be. Yes, it is fixed. Oh, Photoshop. Photoshop, Photoshop. You were truly annoying sometimes. Are all the decks made like this on one computer by hand? Yes. Correct. I design all the decks of cards on this here computer. What is the deal? There we go. Man, Photoshop, I do not like you right now. You're being kind of a jerk, Photoshop. Is that what your question was, not Bill Cosby? Well, I've talked about this a lot before, but Illustrator is great. No doubt about it. But for my style of artwork, which is hand illustrated, very much painterly art, drawing ink style, you just can't do it. You can't do it in Illustrator. You can't get some of the kind of like textural type of stuff that you can in Photoshop. And so that's why I use Photoshop most of the time. Nope. Let's see. Overlay. Okay, got that working. Let's go 4 hearts. Yeah, you can't do smudge tool. You can't do the old smudgy smudge in Illustrator. And I always think it's funny too. I hear other playing card designers. They're like, "Well, I don't use Photoshop. I'm more of a designer. I'm more of a designer." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" There's just as much design that goes into Photoshop as Illustrator. Just different program. I do have a few marked decks. I do have a few marked decks in my catalog of decks. I think the main one that I've done, the most marked one I've done, has been the 2020 deck. Yeah. Yep. You're totally right, Chris. Those same designers that only used Illustrator use Max as well. Well, my friend, I gotta be honest. I prefer you to buy my decks in pairs as well. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. In fact, if you need 2 pairs, go ahead and buy 2 pairs. I'm just kidding. Not really. I'm getting distracted here. Let's see here. Okay, I need to do this. this one and this one. Pull this off the background, pull this off the background. All right, so let me think here. Okay, I gotta think of how we're gonna do this. We're gonna save first. Let's see here. Okay, first thing we're gonna do, we need to make this red seal. We need to make this red seal silver foil. I need to take this out of it. Okay. I'm going to take the silver foil and delete that out of the background. Okay. Remember, everything that's pink is silver foil. Something looks off. How did I do that? I need to go back and see how I did this. No, that's all correct. I'm doing it right. Yeah, I thought something looked off. I'm missing my white layer. If you notice, like right behind the heart and all this kind of stuff. Let me see if I can turn it on. See how it turns on and off? That white in the background of the heart. I'm missing that kind of lighter layer. So I need to make sure I get that. I think that's this one right here. However, it's not the same, so I'm going to have to fix it for this Ace of Hearts. Ugh. It's a lot different. Let me see if I've got one that's a little bit... Let's see if the Queen is better. Let me see if I could do this. Let's see if I can cheat here and fix this. All right, let's take this. The Ace of Hearts. All right, only minimal fixes, and I think that my red, let's see, is my red a different color? Yes, it is. It's way darker. I need to check on this red color. Bush League Robinson. this one is wrong, I wonder if the Ace of Hearts in the other deck is wrong as well. I'm guessing it is. Or it could be correct, and I don't have to do this, and I can just pull that layer from there. Let's go look. We want the white reserve note. We have the layers. Let me see if I've got it. I don't think I do, but we'll see. All right, let's see if we do. This was the Ace of Hearts. Let's go to the Ace of Hearts. I do. Wait, no, I don't. Nope. Oh, that's right. I don't have it because I didn't do that on this deck. So I'm gonna have to do the work. Can't be lazy. Gonna have to do it. Got all that. Get this right here. All right. That looks correct. Okay. Let me see here. All right, the pink layer is right. Let me see what we're doing here. Okay. Okay. Now I remember the red color being way off on this. Or was it the King of Hearts? No, it's correct. 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 Huh. I must have had a layer or something. We're going to make the serial number silver foil as well, because that green is basically the same value as the background. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do a little art lesson here. See this green and this red? If I were to go on this gray background, so if I go, it's more value than it is anything else. So if I go put a red here, well, put a red cube here, and then I take it and let's put a green cube. First off, if I put the red and green together, while you can see them together, red and green is not all the time, but in this instance, yes. Red and green, these red and greens are basically the same value. And what I mean by value is from on a grayscale, from say black being 10 and white being 0. On that kind of scale, these two are about the same. And on top of that, they're about the same as the background. Now, it may not seem that way, but if I were to put an adjustment layer over the top of this and completely desaturate it and take all the hue out, see how the green and the red are almost basically the same. They kind of lose each other. And you can't really tell a difference, especially when you're zoomed out like this. That's because they're basically the same value. And that's what we want to, that's what I'm trying to stay away from as I'm doing this. Because it's just the green. That's why we're putting little drop shadows and making sure that there's a wider layer around the red and stuff like that. And especially with this green right here, I need to make sure that it pops off the background. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the serial numbers silver foil as well. Okay, feeling good about that. All right, let's close the Ace of Hearts. Go on to the diamonds. I'm going to do this all at once, right quick. Make it go a little bit faster. I just have to I have to pay close attention though to make sure I do everything correctly. I'll do the ace by itself. Alright, so I'm going to pull in the slate texture to every layer, to every folder. Okay, now I'm going to duplicate this seal. I'm going to fill it black, put it at 25%. Now I'm going to go through and delete all of these seals. Trash those, boom. I'm going to take this seal and propagate it into all of these right above the background texture. I'm going to make the slate layers visible. I'm going to take these, delete, 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 delete. All right, let's see if we got them correct. I'm not ready yet. I want to do the indexes as well. Select, new layer, white. Could probably just do an action for this. Let's do that. Let's make an action for it. Let's do on the 10 first so we can see what we're doing. All right, to make the action, let's go Windows, Actions, New, Record. Select, Invisible, New Layer, Fill with White, Set to Overlay, 75%. Layer Style, Drop Shadow. Okay, deselect. Now, is that what I'm doing? Is it 75% or is it something else? Let's find out. Looks like it's 75%. No, it says 100%. Okay, let me see here. And that means I want to go in here to my options. Okay, I got selection, make layer, fill, set current layer, overlay, set current layer 75%. I want to delete this action part right there. All right, so let's see if it works. Let's go to the 9. Hit play. There we go. There we go. That looks good. Seems like it worked. Let's do it on the 8. Looks good. 7. Good. 6. Yes, Griffin. The Federal 52, the OG Federal 52 presidential boxes are out of MPC2. They are just stellar. Oh, I need to go up and show you. I have to walk upstairs and get it, but in just a second, I'm going to go upstairs. I got these. I'm working with this luxury box manufacturer in India, and they made me a sample of a book box for Lord of the Rings. And like, it's got like a curved spine. It's got curved pages. It's got like you open it up and it's got like an inset. It is crazy awesome. However, It's huge. It's like 12 inches, and then it's got a little tiny spot for a deck. I think they miss. I think we got something cross threaded when I was explaining the dimensions. Something's not right with this one. Hmm. No, that's correct. All right, we'll go into the ace. What is going on? Something is off. This A looks weird. Is it straight? Let me see. First of all, it looks like it's a different color. Nope, it's the same. The value is just playing tricks on my eyes. Oh, okay. All right, we need to make the serial number foil. Okay, we need to make the seal. Need to make the seals foil. Okay. This needs what? What has happened? Apply. You foul beast. You destroy my artwork. Let me go back. Okay. Let me apply this. Okay. There we go. That's what I want. There we go. We just do a quick look at the king or a court card from this suit. Make sure everything is the same. And it is. Okay. I'm going to put on some music. I'm going to put on some music right quick. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to get those boxes. I'll be right back. Don't leave. Okay, I'm back now. So these are. So these are. So I was working with a company. Still working with them. We're getting them developed right now. So the backstory on this is, I love these book boxes. They're awesome. The only drawback with these boxes is they have the flat spine. So this is flat right here. The flat page edge and the flat spine, which it makes it look less like a book, but that's just kind of the give and take. I've been trying to get just exactly what I want when it comes to the book boxes. The Beowulf and Robin Hood boxes kind of got there, but we were having some quality issues with being able to print. But see, with this, the great thing about these boxes is I can print all of these cool textures and make it look old and stuff. So I'm working with this company in India, and I was like, I want to make just the most legit looking book box for the Lord of the Rings project. And they are doing a really good job. This one's a little bit big though. But look at this. So you've got the curved spine. You got the curved spine, and you have the curved edge right here. And then if you open it, watch this. It's got a magnetic closure. But watch this. Look how small that deck of cards is in there. The space in here is too big, but what it's supposed to look like is the distance between the edge of the deck and the distance between the edge of the deck here and the edge of the book, or the edge of the box, is supposed to be an inch. So, but look how tiny, nice and tiny that looks. But however, but the thing about this is I could totally do 4 decks. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could totally do 4 decks in here. But it's crazy. Now, you say brick box. I had to make another one like this. And it has no inset. It's just a flat. And I wonder how many decks it will hold. Can you imagine this huge thing on your thing just for one little deck? Let me see. I'm going to put 12 decks in it and see how many decks it'll hold. Well, it's not quite the proportions are not quite right, so it doesn't really hold. It holds multiple decks, but not nicely fit. However, that is a good idea. That would be awesome to make. That would be awesome to make brick boxes like this that have the curved spine and stuff. It's a good idea. I could totally do that. trying to think about how. Anyways. Brick book box, I like that. That is a good idea. What I need to do is figure out the measurements. It would be, I would want to do it to where the proportions were the size, were the kind of the proportions of a book. Yeah, that's a good idea. It could hold 13 decks. I would go 3, 6, 9. How would I do it though? 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I could do it 2 decks wide. Remember my jumbo brick box that held 8 decks? But I would need something that holds 12. I'll figure that out today. That's a good idea. Okay, got Ace of Diamonds. Is that it? Have I done the hearts yet? Yep. I'm gonna stretch. All right, I think. All right, I'm just go through this again. Okay, back design is done, ready to go. Spades. Opaque white layer. All right. This file is huge. The file is 25 gigs open. I was wondering why my computer was running so slow. But it's super high res, way higher res than it needs to be. But I don't want to down res it. I don't like down resing anything until the art is all finished, because I like to have it all high res. All right, that looks correct. Let me save this. There's already been a Bitcoin deck. It's a good idea, but there's already been a Bitcoin deck. I think they did a pretty good job. And I'm not that interested. I mean, I have Bitcoin. Yes. I'm interested in Bitcoin as an investor, but I'm not that interested in Bitcoin as artistic inspiration. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, that looks correct. Okay, good. King of Spades, done. Queen of Spades. Good morning, Katie. Now that Katie's here, I'm just going to have to show the book boxes again in a little bit, because Katie's got to see them. of spades. And look at that. We're on Katie's card right when she shows up. Queen of spades, done. Jack of spades. Nate Dogg's card. Let's see here. I'm going to show them quickly for Katie. We just got these in, Katie. They look delicious. There you go. That's for Katie. Okay, 10 of spades. All right, what I need to do is I need to write an action for this. Let's see here. Let's go new action script. Let's go duplicate, lock pixels, fill white, rename opaque, white layer, move down, stop. All right, let's see if that works. If I don't break anything. Let's merge these. Okay, hit play. Oh, what happened? I didn't like that. It put it way up. Why did it put it in there? I don't know. I do not know. Let's go back. It obviously broke and didn't work. Let's make sure nothing else is broken. Okay. Looks like we're going to have to do it by hand. That's all right. I can do it fast. And it should make my computer run faster because I'm going to make it smaller as we go. And you guys are looking at my face. I'm sorry. Apologize for that. What was I doing on the ace of spades? All right. We need this is a little bit more complex than. Okay. How do we do this? Let's see here. Okay. So I need to merge these layers here, but I can't just do it willy-nilly. Can't just do it willy-nilly. All right, I think that I need to apply this layer mask. Nope. I feel like I did this already. Okay. See what happens when I apply it now. What? All right. He's going to do it the hard way here. Let's see here. Photoshop, you're being very weird. The target layer is not hidden. I can see it. It's in front of my face. Why are you telling me this? I do not know why. Okay. This is becoming annoying. Okay, fine. We'll delete this. And I'll just erase it. Because you're being a jerk. Let's see. We've used 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5. 5 deck manufacturers. I don't know why it's telling me this. I can see it. The layer's visible. Trying a 6th out right now. Okay, that was super annoying. What is this? What is this? What is this? I do not know what is happening to Photoshop right now. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Jeez Louise. Okay, let's try this again. Super annoying. All right. I need to pull off the blue layer. Okay, that's the blue layer, the silver foil layer there. I got this layer, which is not silver foil. What I want to do is I want to get the black line drawing all on one layer. And make sure that doesn't screw up something. See right there where it screwed up that? I need to make sure that that doesn't happen. So I'm going to come back. I need to take this out of the background layer. Let me apply this mask here. Apply. I need to delete. Okay, I need to do some cleanup here. Okay. All right, looking good. That looks correct. That looks correct. All right, let's merge these. Okay, still good. Let's move them to the top. Now, what I want to do is I want to take this layer and, well, actually what I want to do first is take all of my blue silver foil layers, merge them. Okay, got that one. Okay, there's another one. Let's merge that one. Got that one. Okay, need the swords now. Where are the swords? Where are the swords? Let's put the swords in there with them. Still nothing broken. Okay. Got these little areas here that needed to be added. That should be it. Let's see here. Correct. Okay. So we're going to take our black line and delete it from the foil. So now we've got the silver foil. Okay, I got a rogue black line that I got to fix right here. That needs to be put in with this layer. Okay, good. Now I need to take the silver foil layer, turn it off, delete it from this layer, and delete it from the background. So everything pink is silver foil, Just make sure everything's correct. Yes. Let me add the black back in. Yes, very nice. So there we go. Got that the way we want it. All right, so I need to merge these. Duplicate, lock pixels, fill white, rename opaque white layer, CMYK. Okay, good. Everything looks correct. Looks good. Save. All right. I think that I'm done. Gonna have to call it for right now. I still have some more work to do. Ugh. It's drudging through. We'll be able to finish this. I'm gonna probably let's see here. I'm going to do my best. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it today because Mondays are kind of hectic with a bunch of meetings. I got the crew meeting and everything. We have our weekly meetings on Monday and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to try. If I don't have a chance to come back today, I will have I'll be able to finish this tomorrow. And then tomorrow I'm going to start trying to have a more regular schedule where I'm doing more regular afternoon lives. Because that on Friday it was great. It was super productive. And I want to keep doing that. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. As always, it's always good to see you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. See you.